I'm doing this shit for Captain Kirk. I done clocked in, then I got back to work. Killed the beat and put the track in dirt. Then I went to the funeral and I jacked the hearse. I rap a verse and jaws drop. Where I'm from, we don't call cops. Jack had metaphors back before these rappers balls drop. At 13, I had 16s like I was 32. And they pissed cause I don't miss. It's like when Steph Curry shoot. And guess I'm in a hurry, dude. I'm chasing the bag. Going Walter White on this mic. I've been breaking them bad. It's making them mad. Cause I just keep winning, but I've been sick from the beginning. I spit in their head, spinning lead, hitting on this paper like bullets to bones. Because my pencil is a weapon. If I pull it, it's on. I'm a cold crook with this notebook, and a soul took when this flow cooked. My phone shook and these hoes look when I hit a 3-point with no look. Woo! I'm a bad cracker, and shout to Captain Kirk, and shout out all the reactors. It's love. Jack Gaspar. Big shout out to all the reactors out there pushing this genre forward, man. Much love to all of y'all. Show me love, you gonna get it shown back.
I apologize. My daughter, her wiggly tooth is bleeding, so she's in here upset, really upset. Mods, drop the link to Bird in the Nest with Boss Lady Bird, please. I appreciate it. You make it. I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? Swish some salt water? As long as you got your salt water, your tooth's about to, it's pretty much out of your face. It's about to come out when she swishes that salt water. Show mommy. Man, y'all, I gotta wait.
Out of here.
I gotta put y'all on pause for a second, man. My daughter, this is her first tooth she's ever lost, so I can't. What's up? Daddy jinxed you. It's almost out. Ooh, wiggly tooth. Ooh. Man, that's a wiggly tooth fairy coming tonight. I think it's gonna come out tonight. Can I do my video real quick? Can I? Let me see it. Push on it with your tongue. Oh, it's about to come out. Ooh. Right, give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Let me get a kiss, Miss Wiggly. I love you. Ooh, I don't miss those days. I do not miss those wiggly tooth days. It's kind of crazy that as you get older, you go back to those wiggly tooth days. What's good? What's good, man? What is good? I got money for the tooth fairy. Tooth fairy money's saved up, ready to go. Chat, when I'm about to start talking about this, I want to get through it, and I want to make sure I focus on everything that I want to say because I've thought about this, and I want to come on here and talk to you. So if I don't respond to the chat, no disrespect, and mods, if you could, let people know that come in maybe if they're wondering why I ain't saying nothing to the chat. Hey Bumble, what's up? Insanity Reacts. Oh, let me go through here. Koyan Luke. Shout out to Koyan Luke. Go check out his 16 bar. That was Jack Gaspard. If you don't know who Jack Gaspard is, you need to find out. The 16 bar that opened it up. He's the actual, with the exception of Koyan Luke, I think Insanity Reacts. I think Koyan Luke and Jack Gaspard are the only actual like true artists. Everybody's an artist, you know what I mean? But I mean like that puts out music and produces music. Little Payday, up and comer. But other than that, I think for the most part, everybody that's doing it. Actually, there's a Christian rapper that did it. I take that back. Everybody that did it has done a hell of a job. I appreciate all the support from everybody all the way across the board. I really do. I'll react to any challengers bars. Yeah, see, that's what's up. All right, so check this out. I want to talk to everybody about this. I want to talk about Captain's Chronic and how it came apart, like how I decided to do it, what it means, and why I'm doing it. I'd like to clear that up. I would like everybody to understand that. So about, I want to say it was last week. Maybe it was Friday. I think it was Friday. Whenever Adam Calhoun dropped the new album, whatever day of the week that was, whenever that was, I think it was Friday. And I listened to it, I jammed it, and I got to the end. when I got to Amen, that song really hit me that one, Akal was done, and two, that he was just an ordinary rapper, dog. Like he was just out rapping, doing his thing, uh, going through the ranks of rap. And I got to thinking, I'm like, man, when I grew up, I rocked Southern Smoke. I didn't really, to be honest with everybody that's in here, I didn't really like have true albums to the artists because we didn't have streaming devices. Well, we did. We had like Napster and LimeWire. With that being said, Napster and LimeWire created an avenue to make a mixtape, right? Well, I didn't know artists just randomly. It's not like you just hear names all over. We didn't have social media to see names. There was a lot of things that are around now that we didn't have. So I would go down to the store and I would buy these mixtapes, these Southern Smoke mixtapes from a CD man. Now, and I'm not selling the ones that I made. I know I said buy, but that's what I did. I bought them in order to get music. And what they would do is they would take like Jeezy and T.I. And a bunch of smaller artists behind them. And they would take songs off of their new albums and they would put it on a mixtape. So they would take like one of Jeezy's popping songs, one of Plies' popping songs, one of Gucci's popping songs, one of Lil Wayne songs, something. And they would stick it in. I mean, I was probably 17, 18 when music was really starting to like really make a difference in my life. You know what I mean? So I always found different music that I enjoyed. And it was hard to find new music through LimeWire because you have to know what you're searching. And it was hard to download it and listen to it and then decide if you wanted it. I mean, I had a lot of music by doing that, by downloading it, trying to see if I liked it. If I didn't, I would just keep it moving. And a lot of times I'd buy these Southern Smoke albums and I would hear artists on them like DJ Unk, like Crime Mob, like who else we got? There's a lot of them. I actually found Little Boosie off of a mixtape, off of a Southern Smoke mixtape. I never heard of him, and I was like 18, and Independent was on there, and I'm like, man, I like this. It was slapping, man. I enjoyed it, so that's what kind of opened my eyes to Boosie. So I was like, well, if the rap scene had this, I mean, this was like trap rap, like in the club type of music. And it was underground. I mean, it wasn't all underground, but like the smaller artists, they were underground artists. They were independent underground. They put out mixtapes, they put out albums, they put out EPs, they put out what they could put out. And, they might have one or two songs on the whole album that I like. Those ended up on the freaking, you know what I'm saying? Those two songs that I ended up finding on Southern Smoke albums, most of the time, I would go to that artist and I would find other songs that I like, but I didn't even know that they existed prior to hearing them. You know what I mean? So I'm listening to what Akal's talking about now, if you weren't in here before, I said Akal, when I listened to his full album, when I got to the last song, I thought about everything that the album talked about. I thought about country rap as a whole. I thought about rap as a whole. I thought about growth. I'm a reactor. I've been doing this for almost 6 months now, and I've seen a lot. I understand it differently than I did. And I know that getting music in front of people is how you change their mind or you solidify them for saying it's all right or it's trash or whatever. You can't dislike something without experiencing it. You can't. It's not possible. And what I've said, like I've had a conversation with people in the industry and I've talked to them and I said, the only reason people don't like this is because they don't give it a chance. They listen to one song and it just is not something they're riding with, or they don't give it a chance, even though they listen to one song and they didn't hear it. They don't give it the time of day and they run. How could you not listen to Jelly Roll and vibe? How could you not listen to, and I'm going to name big artists here because I want you all to understand this. This is what I'm getting at. How could you not listen to an Akal and not vibe with them? How could you not listen to an Upchurch and not vibe with them? How can you not listen to a Burden or a Tom McDonald? And Tom wouldn't be considered full country rap, but I do think he's an independent rapper. That's what he is. So that most of the time he raps about country lifestyle. Not I can't say that. He doesn't rap about country lifestyle. I just feel like he fits in the genre. He fits for the positive vibes, the real life music. Um, it's different than what they're doing in rap right now. So anyway, I was like, what can I do as a reactor, as a YouTuber that can help push this music to other people? And like, look, I know I got more of an audience now than I did before, and I know a lot of these people that are coming probably don't listen to country rap, or they do, but they only listen to a select few. So I'm like, what can I do to incorporate music to them while still highlighting artists that they probably listen to? So I was like, well, what if I did? And when I did my country rap news, I did a segment and I called it Captain's Chronic. And it was the dopest music on Captain Kurt's playlist. And I would make a small little video about a song and I would put it in my news. And I'm like, well, that's not much exposure because the artist isn't really truly getting their song out. They're just getting a little clip of it and a little bit of a sound that I know and I like. So that's not really doing them good. So I was like, what if I take that and I run on with a mixtape like Southern Smoke did, like Jam Pony Express did. They did that for the rap industry. They did that, and those artists, some of those artists are so successful due to those albums. You know what I'm saying? I still listen to Tupac. Yeah, I branch off. Yeah, Master P, Silk the Shocker, Snoop, Tupac, Biggie. Those artists, even those artists, they would take, and I'm glad somebody said that. They would take Tupac songs and they would put them on with some of these up and comers, and it would cause people that were vibing to Tupac to listen to the Southern Smoke album to hear Pac, and then they would hear other people on it. You know what I mean? They would get a new understanding and a new appreciation for new artists. So I was like, I could do that. I'll make Captain's Chronic. I like making thumbnails. So I'm like, all right, I can make these little, and I'm doing all this on my phone. You know what I'm saying? All of the stuff that I'm doing is on this device. I'm going in, you know what I mean? I'm finding what I gotta find to make my photos, and I'm making my photos. You know what I mean? I'm building them as I go. Get my blue background, and then I'll get, some red explosion. And that's all I'm doing. Here. I got a bunch. Like I just made this Georgia one. I took this background, took that logo, and I'm overlaying it, and I'm creating my own cover for it. There's a new one I'm about to drop. Captain's Chronic Georgia edition. So I'm just taking, I'm only making it aesthetically appealing for myself because I'm a picky person. I don't want to put a playlist up with some tacky screenshot of every cover art, and I just want to make my own and call it Captain's Chronic. Do different volumes, do different editions, do Tennessee, do Florida, do Georgia, do Nashville, do Tampa. Like we got a couple artists you could showcase from different towns. You have North versus South. You have East versus West. You have All Star. You have Captain's Chronic All Star Edition. Like you could run on that with so many different directions. You could do. I'm going to do my 16 bar. I'm going to take all my 16 bars. And I'm going to put them on something just like I've been doing. And I'm going to make a cover art for it. It's going to be Captain's Chronic, volume, whatever. 16, Captain Kurt Reacts 16 bar challenge, CCR 16 bar challenge. And I'm going to do that. And 10 years from now, I'm going to look back and go, man, I made 1,000 of these things. And I pushed all these artists to different outlets through different, I want to make a legacy for myself. I don't care about people say the money. Oh, no, you know what? Everybody does YouTube for a reason, right? I'm making content right here with y'all. I make other videos that I can benefit, monetize off of me doing me. Why can't I make a couple mixtapes or a whole bunch of mixtapes and look at DJ Khaled. We the best. That's all that dude makes. He has the rights to all the music and he makes the mixtapes and he puts them out on his channel. I don't claim that I have the rights. That is not my music. I make the cover arts for him. I put the names of the songs on the back. I wanted to make it look like an album to give it that old school vibe. I wanted people because we have a demographic of an older crowd. We do. I wanted the older crowds to be like, hey, be able to tell their kid, hey, album covers. Some kids don't even know what an album cover is. They've never seen an old school album cover front and back. You know what I mean? Not people just walk around. Like, here's Simple Man's. There's the front. There's the back. You know what I'm saying? He made it look visually appealing. He's selling it. I'm not selling it. I just don't want to put out a trash product. I'm trying to, do as best as I can at what I'm doing and help promote these artists. And I'm Creek Squad. I have no need. And I'm going to explain this too. I want to explain this real quick. I put the Upchurches and the Jelly Rolls and the A-Cows, like I said, because I want people that listen to those people to hear the other people in the genre. I want them to at least be able to say, oh yeah, I only like A-Cow and Upchurch because I heard everybody else and they're all trash. I don't want people to know this genre by one or two or three or four artists. I want them to know the whole genre and have an opinion based off of the whole thing. You know what I mean? So like the Tennessee edition, it showcased a lot of artists as features. I mean, you had Chucky V on there. You had JJ Hughes. Though Chucky V is a dope artist. JJ Hughes, a dope artist. Joe Marley, a dope artist. I apologize to Fathead. Fathead the Music Child should have been on there. That's a dope artist. You know what I mean? Yes, there's Jelly Roll on there. I think Jelly's on there. Yeah, Jelly's on there and Upchurch is on there, but they're both from Tennessee. And I want them to be on there so that people will listen to the freaking edition because they know he's on there. So when I do Florida, I'm going to put artists all through Florida. When I did Georgia, I put artists all through Georgia, that people that are from Georgia, people that live in Georgia. And yes, I don't get them all. And yes, I might maybe pick some of the older songs, but I want y'all to hear it. I want you to say, hey, I like the way that sounds. What's that guy's name? And look and see, okay, there it is. I want to start putting the timestamps on them, and that brings this up. I'm able to find the exact timestamps from each song by looking at the copyright that it receives on YouTube. And when I say that, I want to explain this. A lot of y'all, I don't think, understand this. So YouTube, and maybe I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong. I'm on a different screen right now, and I want to see if I can show y'all. But so YouTube, when it copyright claims you, when you post a video, it will go through the checks. It will check your video for a copyright. When it finds them, it will let you know. And it will let you know right where they're at. So we'll see this one. Let's see. Let me see if it'll show it on this one. And then, okay, so let me show everybody this. I'm going to share my screen and I want everybody to see this. Just so you know, check this out. Okay. Just so you know, this is the Upchurch one that I posted. Okay. There it is. It's now listed as private. It was not affected. It does not, the content claim on my channel it did not affect my channel, but it did affect my monetization. And here's why. At 11:30 through 14:54, my video cannot be monetized because it was claimed, and it is monetized already in all these other areas. What that means is even though I'm playing it from my channel, when 11:30 to 14:54 plays on my channel, this person that claimed it is making money off of it. 4:53 to 8:25, Real Country, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the only one that's not on there is his newest song because it is not claimed yet. So there is, and I can go over here and I can trim it out, I can replace it, or I can mute it. And I thought about doing that with this one. I mean, I'm really only, that's what I'm talking about. YouTube kind of having their own copyright for users. Forgot the name of it. No, it's not, man. Listen, Faisal, but what you don't understand is it's not, because they're still receiving what they get off of what I post. They're copywriting it. The people that posted the original content are who's copywriting it and who is allowed. Can you drop my comment? Where was your comment? Drop your comment. What's that mean? Drop it on the screen. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that. Bro, I was full steam ahead. I've been full steam ahead. I think I made like 6 of these in 3 days. It was like 2 a day. And I was like, you know what? I'll slow down to 1 a day and I'll freaking get in there and chop it up in there and try to. And I was thinking about little things that I could do or say. You know what I mean? I wanted to. That's what I wanted to do, but you have it on the screen. Yeah, Cool Hand Luke. Every single one of those artists that when I freaking I could here, I'll show you again. I want to show y'all again because I'll leave it up on the screen if I have to. And the reason why I'm not, people are like, oh, you're copywriting it. No, I'm not. I'm literally just taking the music and I'm putting it behind this, behind an image, behind a photo. That looks good to me. In my opinion, I think I've been doing pretty good for making these things on my phone. You know what I mean? It's good sound quality. And I'm trying to allow somebody that has never heard of Chad Arms to hear Chad Arms, or somebody that's never heard of Burden or JJ Hughes or Coca or Ski Mask Cowboy. My first one, here you go, copyright claim. See details. So the only ones I got copyrighted on my first one were Upchurch, Let 'Em Talk, which is Bread Wendeville, Hard Target, Juice Daily, I'd Be on the Go, Who is Just in Time, Simple Man, Double Wide, Shotgun Shane, Broken Down Apartments, and Never Full Big Book. And the reason why is because the people that did not copyright them don't have a copyright block or a claim. Like they don't have it blocked. They don't have it stopped. So I'm literally trying to, I feel like this was my thought process. Like reactors react, right? They get a copyright claim unless it's a whitelisted song or unless there's certain reactors that don't have an effect, and they were around long before the new ones started. Since the newer guys that have moved in over the last couple years, everything that you post for the most part, if there's a license on it, it's going to copyright you. Some of them are gentle and they'll lift it. Some of them keep it. If they're keeping the copyright and they're copywriting it, you're only sharing one song. So if it takes me 15 minutes to watch a reaction to hear that I don't like the song, I could have listened to 5 songs, because most songs are between 3 minutes to 3.5 minutes, right? Some are less. So during that time, I could have listened to 15 songs. I mean, 5 songs and I could have liked 3 of them, found 3 new artists that I never heard of. Backwoods Logan, Shotgun Shane is a good dude, man. Don't let Shotgun Shane's last album is probably the best thing he's ever done. The best work he's ever. It definitely is the best work he's ever done. Go check it out, dog. You can't let other people's opinion sway your opinion. Like just because somebody else doesn't like him doesn't mean, and that's my point. Like a lot of people will say, "Oh, I don't like this. I don't like that." Well, who have you listened to? Oh, and they'll name like 2 names. Well, what do you mean? There's like 40 more artists in this genre. Bez Believe is his EBT freestyle that he just dropped is fire. It's hit or miss. Every artist, man. There's a select few that can keep my attention to where I'm rocking with everything they're putting out. There is. There is some, but it's a select few, and that's okay. That is okay. The rest of them, I like them. I'm rocking with some of the stuff, but not all of them. Insanity, yeah. Well, it's not only that, dude. You're finding artists that are relevant to what you're listening to. So if you're listening to rock, and they start putting rap in the remix, you're not going to listen. Look, and this is another thing. A lot of people don't have the benefit of having a Pandora Premium or um, YouTube Premium or Apple Music or these platforms that require you to have a subscription in order to hear a playlist that you want to hear, right? Well, what if there's a couple hundred playlists that you could go to and know, okay, I'm gonna listen to artists from Georgia. I like everybody in Georgia. I'm gonna listen to Jelly. I'm gonna listen just straight Jelly, or just straight ACAL, or just straight Upchurch, or just straight Burden, or whatever. I want to do individual mixtapes, and I started with Upchurch. I'm an Upchurch fan. I through and through and through. I'm an Upchurch fan, regardless of what people say about me, what people have done to me, what people yell and scream about in the background. That is what I rock with. I will always rock with that. The music, the person, like that's it, man. I'm not picking sides. I know what I like. I know what I'm rocking with, and that's all that matters. If they ain't rocking with me and people ain't that's it. That's here nor there to me. You know what I mean? If somebody doesn't like me because who they think I am, shame on you. That's your loss, not mine. Yeah, Mercules, that's another good one. That's another good one. I would like to get like a Canada one going. You know what I'm saying? Hercules is British Columbia. And I don't want anybody to feel disrespected that I might put on a mixtape. And I really would hope that they would reach out to me and say, "Hey, look, I don't want to be on that." And you just seen I can mute the song on the or I can cut it out. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I should. Maybe that's what I should do. But I was under the impression that it's just I gotta stay out of that territory. Yeah, man, I'm down for collabs, man. I really am. I am. I've been getting yeah, Dax from Canada. Yeah. I've been getting I've been overwhelming myself, man, to be honest with you. I got a couple people that have asked me for interviews. So let me knock some things out, man, and I'll get with you. If you got me on Instagram, I think you might hit me up there. So, man, I just wanted to reach out to everybody and let everybody know, man, there's no hard feelings. Everybody's open to their own opinion, but I did kind of do my homework um, and understand what I was getting myself into before I just jumped into it. I'm not stating that any of this is mine. I'm not selling it. I'm not using it for any other purpose than to get music out to people that look, people might even come to my channel to hate, you know what I'm saying, from different communities, different platforms, different whatever, just to come over here and be nosy. And during that time, man, they stumble along one of these albums and they want to hear. If they like music out of it, hey, it was worth it. If somebody comes over here and finds new music that they never listened to, I'm doing exactly what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Many people don't have access to it. Many people don't have access to listening to what they want to hear. You got to go to YouTube and listen to 45 different ads just to hear 6 songs. You got to freaking, that's crazy to me. And I thought about that, and it goes back to Adam Calhoun. What he talked about in his last album about where he's come from, how he got to where he's at through the trenches. yo, if this man's throwing it in like this and calling it quits, it's because it's too hard for them and it shouldn't be. These dudes put out really good music, man, and they should be recognized for the music they put out. They should be respected the same way that these bigger artists are. And this is my opinion. Southern Cut, you can't rewind it, but I'll touch back through it a little bit. If there's new people in here, what I will say is this. I'm doing Captain's Chronic for one reason and one reason only, and that's to spread country rap across the globe. I know that from this true crime community that I have also got a lot of people from other parts of the world, other parts of the United States, all over that I never had the platform that I could reach. You know what I'm saying? Like I could share something on Instagram, but it would only reach so many people. You know what I'm saying? Sharing stuff here now is beneficial to the artist. That's all. That's the only person it's benefit. It's not benefiting me. I'm not gaining any personal gain other than satisfaction of what my goal was. There's nothing more that I like when I see somebody jump into a video of a reaction or a song on my channel or the artist's channel and say, yo, Captain Kurt sent me, or yo, this is so dope. I'm glad Kurt turned me on to this. That's my goal. That is my goal. You know what I mean? My goal is not to gain notoriety through anybody but myself. Yo, one day it would be dope to be able to sit back, old, decrepit, on my way out and go, man, I made a difference for a bunch of artists in the country rap genre. Man, my granddaughters are going to say, Daddy, granddaddy, do you know? Yeah. Go look back on my YouTube 30 years ago. I got an amazing mixtape on there that's got him in his prime when he was brand new. You know what I mean? And I don't have any other intention than that. I have it from the jump. To let y'all know something, I'll be 100% real with you. We're going to get real right now. We're going to get real as they come. When I was in Nashville to see Ryan Upchurch in concert in Nashville, I sat back and I looked around and I looked at what I seen and I liked everything. I liked the reactors being on the stage. I liked the energy. I enjoyed what I seen. So I made it a personal goal in my head that I could do that. I could get up here, react, and support this genre just like everybody else. I can do it with the best. I know I can. I had a goal. My goal was to do that, was to get up there and support whoever in the country rap genre. Upchurch, Trailer Made, Hard Target, like all the Trailer Made, Hard Target, Simple Man. Like when I started out, I made okay, I could support Creek Squad really hard. I could support Trailer Made. These are the people I listen to. These are the people I rock with. I seen the potential in supporting a few people. And I did that. And I'm still going to do that. But I'm going to go out further now. I'm opening up to be able to not just to have reactions. I could post one reaction, two reactions a week, right? And you're getting 2 songs a week. Or I could post 4 mixtapes and put out 45, 46 songs. You know what I mean? So I'm creating a lot more exposure for the artist by getting 46 songs in front of 1,000 people. That's 40. What is that? 46 songs times 1,000. What's that? 460 plays? No, way more than that. That's 46. That's 4,600 plays that I'm getting off of 1,000 people. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even growth for me. It's growth for the genre. And I'm a part of the genre. I'm a media outlet of the genre. I'm a reactor. I'm whatever you want to call it, however you want to word it. I am a part of the genre in a sense. And I want to be a part of the genre. I want to be what helps it grow. I want to be the guy that everybody goes, oh, yeah, I know Captain Kurt. He's the one that pushed country rap to the top. Sky G, I appreciate that. I'm gonna look through the chat a little bit because I basically said everything I had to say. I mean, I ride with Creek Squad. I love Miss Patty. I love Tamara. I love all of them, man. I support Kansas Rebel, man. I support the shit out of him. There you go, right there. I support him. You know what I mean? I looked up to Kansas. Kansas was like, you know, I really respected everything that he's done, and I looked up to him. But it's like, damn, dude, my bad. You know what I mean? And I want to take this time to apologize to Tamara. I do want to apologize to Tamara. I do apologize for coming in your chat and dropping that Captain's Chronic was coming out soon. I was excited about it. You know what I mean? No excuses at all, but I was excited about it. And I know y'all obviously rock with Ryan. So it was kind of just sharing it. I didn't really want, I wasn't promoting it. I guess I was, but I was really sharing it with Creek Squad. You know what I mean? Reactions are where it's at. I agree. Reactions help, but I can incorporate I can still do reactions and I'm still going to do reactions. Burdens fan Jen, I appreciate you. Burdens fan Jen, I'm doing a Burden one. You know what I mean? I'm doing a Burden mixtape. I'm doing the dopest music off of Burden's YouTube. I am. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? I feel like more artists respect what I'm doing than don't. And I'm not saying anybody doesn't. I know that one person wasn't happy about it. And I know a few others support that. And that's fine. You're allowed to have your opinion. I just don't understand any of the bashing afterward. That's what upset me. Like, I'm only doing this to benefit the genre. That's it. Not myself. I guess in the long run, the only benefit I'm looking for that I could see later on and down the road is everybody remembering me for putting on for the genre, for looking out for all of the genre, not just a couple artists here and there. I want to have the backs of every artist in country rap. I want them to all feel the love. I want every one of them to know that there's one person out there pushing their music for them when nobody else will. That's what I want to do. You know what I mean? I really want me to, yeah, to everybody to go, man, I wouldn't even have messed with that artist if it wasn't for Captain Kirk's playlist. I listened to all this other stuff, and then bam, one day I ran into Burden, and it's the dopest. You know how many people say, oh, who's Burden? And I tell them, Burden's fan Jen, she's the same way. She'll go in there and let everybody know who Burden is. It's promoting, man. That's, as a reactor, I feel like that's what we're doing. We're promoting. I don't have these things on the wall of the stickers of the Wall of Fame. Shout out to Tater Gang. Shout out to Chat Arms TV. Shout out to Coca. Shout out to Upchurch. Shout out to Trailer Made. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Upchurch. Shout out to Simple Man. I don't, Dirty, Hard Target. They all sign that hat. Like, I don't have all this stuff because I just want everybody to see it. I want people to get interested in what's that logo? What's he got back there on that hat? What are all these stickers? You know what I mean? I just want awareness for the genre. I want people to respect. If people don't respect Adam Cal, I said this the day the album dropped. If people do not respect Adam Calhoun as a rapper, then they don't listen to rap music. RK, I appreciate that. That's what I want to hear. And you know, not everybody's gonna like it. Not everybody's gonna like the music that you're pushing in front of them. But at least they have the opportunity to pick and choose what they want to listen to and what they don't. Babe, did her tooth come out? Babe, if you could hear me on this, did her tooth come out? I hope you would tell me if it come out. Yeah, I appreciate that, Jen. I really do. Yeah, dude brought Chicago grit to country rap. And plenty of artists, there's Look at Coca. Coca's bringing Alabama grit to country rap, and that's when I get to Chicago, I'm gonna research the artists like I'm doing my homework. I'm looking up these artists trying to find, and I messed up. That's why I shout out to Fathead. I should have known. I thought Fathead was from Kentucky when I did the Tennessee, but I'm gonna run a Nashville one. I'm gonna do a country artist in Nashville. I got Colt Ford in my Georgia one. Colt Ford is from Georgia. I got Zach Spade. I got Cohan Luke. I got Delax. I got Jogga Boys. Like I got people that were in the state. I'm trying to bring awareness to the people. And this is another thing. If I live in a state and I only know 4 artists that are in the state that I'm rocking with, and there's really 10, then I could be missing out on opportunities for concert shows because I don't know where they're from. You know what I mean? James Adams, go check out Burden. Burden is fire, dog. Burden is the truth. Burden went through some serious stuff in his life, man, and I'll let him explain it to you through his music. But he talks all about it. He's been to hell and back, dog, and he still continues to grind. And like Burdens and the Upchurches and the ACALs, they're what I gotta remember when I'm getting down on myself. Man, what was his name, man? ACAL's buddy. I can't remember his dang name off the top of my head. I'll tell you right now. Hold on. It is Rocky Luciano. Shout out to Rocky Luciano. He says the only person that never makes mistakes is someone that does nothing. Chase your dreams, you can do it. And that's the type of thought I gotta go into, man. I have to keep that mindset that I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to make people upset. People aren't going to agree with what I'm doing. And I have to remember that if that was anybody else that got upset, that wasn't in the music or a part of the music, I might not have taken it so seriously. I just took, and I didn't really take that seriously. Like I didn't feel like I did anything wrong. But then once I realized I upset somebody, I was more than willing to take it down and be done with it. And I made a statement, hey, you want me to take it down? And nothing was said back. So I went upon my own self to make it private and remove it. But in the same sense, like I respect her I respect the crap out of her. You know what I mean? As a person, not as whose mom she is, as a person. And Tamara, you know what I mean? And I hate to say it like that, but I hate to even say any names. But I do apologize. I'm sorry for if I came off as disrespectful, if I came off as being a smart ass. That's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to at least let y'all know that I educated myself on what I was doing and that I felt like I wasn't infringing on anybody. And if I am, I'm sorry and I will take it down. And that's what I stand by. And if I do anything, if I post music to any artist that they don't want it up, I will gladly take it down. You know what I mean? Savannah, is Savannah in Georgia? Is Savannah Dexter in Georgia? I don't think so. Leroy Biggs or Garrett Biggs? Sky G. What up, Busy Boat? Hey, Busy Boat, I'm glad you're in here, man. You're in Florida, right? I'm pretty sure you're in Florida. Oh, my head's up. I appreciate that, Ashley. I got down on myself for a little bit. But yeah, Savannah is Florida. That's what I thought. I got Savannah Dexter. I got Barbo Gator. I got Bez Believe is Florida, but he's not Florida. I got Burden. There's a lot of Florida. Heart Target, Florida Doll. Yeah, Leroy Biggs. Leroy Biggs is technically Florida now, but I put him in the Tennessee, and I'm going to put him in the Florida one. Busy Boat. That's why it looks like. That's why that golf. Man, that's crazy because I've heard. I guess not all of Texas can have nasty beaches, but some of your videos were at night. But there was one video I watched. I can't remember the name of the song. It was during the day, and you were on like a little island, and it had nice white sand and a palm tree. It reminded me of Florida. But when I get out to Texas, man, I got a lot of people in Texas. Faisal, you're in Tennessee. Shout out to Faisal. She's in Tennessee. The only Dexter in Savannah, Georgia is a serial killer. Facts. But no, man, I just want to get on here and talk to y'all about that. And I want this here forever for anybody to have reference on why I'm doing this. If anybody ever questions why I'm doing my channel, I will tell you to promote country rap. And if you're true crime in here, shout out to you. Um, I have interest in true crime. I do. I think it's cool. I think it's a good way to expose a missing person or a crime that needs exposure. I just don't like the baggage that comes with it. I don't mind it because I feel like I handle it well, but it's crazy, man. And maybe once there's a case that isn't so intense, it'll be something that'll be more interesting to me. But it's hard to lock into something and be committed to something when there's a lot of moving parts going on behind you to something you have been able to get away from. You know what I mean? And I'm going to stay doing true crime. I'm going to continue to do country rap. I'm going to start TIG welding on my channel. I'm going to do a lot. My daughter is getting older. She's got a little GoPro. She had her own channel. We're going to start trying to build that channel. I'm going to start trying to build mine a little bit more to doing different things, but I'm always coming back to this country rap. And I was looking for a way to extend it and push it a little harder to promote these artists. Look, I could do I could get I could do underground of underground. I could promote artists that are so new that they're under 100 subs. I could do under 100 subs, volume whatever, and I could post all these artists that are coming up. You know what I mean? And help them to get exposure now rather than when they're in their 40s. You know, look at the dude's he's not in his 40s, I don't think. But man, I'm not even gonna say any names. PBC Domino. I left him off. I didn't even think about him. I just sat here and thought about him. He's out of Georgia. I should probably get him on there. I never even heard of him until the Country Rap Report. All things independent. What are you doing? That's what you're trying to do now, Kurt. What? Move it around a little bit? Look, man, you always got to know what your next move is. You always got to, and I've said that before, and I'm serious when I say that. Like, I should probably be finishing up my little Georgia mixtape that I got. I'll probably just write the list up here when I get off and do it at my breaks on work tomorrow, and I get off work a little early. You know what I mean? So I know what my next move is. I said I was going to put something out. I showed a couple people. I talked to Cooley and Luke about it. That's what I'm going to put out. You know what I mean? I'm not changing nothing that I do because somebody doesn't like it. And I got to stick to that. And it sucks because I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't want to be, I just want, I want respect equally. Like if I do something that somebody doesn't agree with, just come to me. You know, I'm a very reasonable guy. Hell, I talked to that idiot over there on his channel in his live panel that did nothing but dog me and talk about me and I showed him respect. I can show respect. I can give respect to people. Hell, I've given respect to people that didn't earn it. I've spoke respectfully to people that I shouldn't have because I understand that people make mistakes, man. I get that. And I'm not saying that I even made a mistake. I did make a mistake and I should have never promoted my release of my mixtape in Tamara's spot. And I apologize for that. Anybody that was in here chat. I apologize for doing that. If I offended you, I really do. That's an honest apology. Oh man, I am about to get out of here though, mods. I appreciate you. Anything, if anybody's got anything they want me to see, I'll look down in the chat for a minute. Like I'm taking beats like instrumental beats and using them. Make sure y'all drop Internets with Boss Lady Bird. Make sure you drop her link. She kind of does a similar thing. She shares music, but she doesn't share music relevant all the time to the genre. She shares a lot of different music, and that's what's up. I found music listening to her channel at work. You know what I mean? That and that's dope. Shout out to Bird for that. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, and don't take this as a deterrent. Keep doing your thing, man. Vic from the Country Rap Report shouted Bird out. You can find Vic at Riding Dirty TV. He gave Bird a shout out. I'd already been listening to her. He's like, man, I heard her live for 8-9 hours on the freaking thing, sharing music, talking to people, running a panel. I just promoted my YouTube shorts on your channel to react to or something. Ain't you supposed to promote? Sky, what are you talking about? Appreciate you, Bird. Hey, shout out to Rita. Oh, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Shout out to Mama Rita. Mama Rita she had me in some pretty compromising situations. She could have beat the hell out of me. I've grown up next to this lady my whole life. Where? Hold on. I want to find out what this lady's talking about. You apologize for promoting. I just promoted my YouTube shorts on your channel. I'm not apologizing for I apologize because they were offended that I put that on their channel while they were live. I don't care. Send it in my chat. Promote. If you're selling puppies on the side of the road, promote it. If you're selling, promote it. You know what I mean? Promote it. I don't mind. But if somebody else minds, I did apologize. I was wrong. I look at it differently, obviously. Some people don't like that. They find it disrespectful. I felt it was disrespectful when Fueled was in here the other night and was doing it in my chat. That did disrespect me, but that's because that came with the disrespect that was already given. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was kind of thrown off. But like I said, I apologize for promoting anything on your lives. You do not have to worry about it anymore at all. Promise you that. I'm not. I've shown nothing but love, and I was just shocked. I was. It hurt my feelings, to be honest with you. I am afraid to admit that. It hurt my feelings. I blocked that user, but looks like somebody else got to it first. You said it twice, and mine still ain't been dropped. I don't care, but hey, can somebody drop one of the mods that are in here? Bird, no offense to you, but I don't think there's mods in here that know how to do it. There could be. I will watch the animes live, yeah. Yeah, Faisal don't know how to make a link. Bird, here, I'll let you mod Bird. Shout out to Boss Lady Bird. Bird's a good lady, man. I've spent a lot of time listening to her lives. She wears her emotions on her shoulder. She has no shame in letting you know you upset her. And I like that. I like that. I've heard her talk about what bothers her, and she allows other people to speak their mind, and it's hard to find people like that nowadays. Shout out to Bird. Yeah, T Dameron usually does. Oh, Ashley dropped it. Appreciate you, Ashley. Yeah, I like paranormal. Yo, about that. So listen to this. I'm glad you brought that up because I got to get this out of here too before I get off. But check this out. Somebody reached out to me weeks ago and was like, "Yo, what's up with Stoner Dad or Stone, whatever his name is?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So then they told me, I'm like, "Look, I don't know, and I don't know enough to get involved, so I'm gonna kind of step back." And then, not too long after that, um, somebody else came to me. So I started like looking around and reading about it. And I was like, this is kind of weird. So then I spoke about it in a live and said, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to go talk to him about it. I got a couple questions for him. So then the next day he was live and he was all upset. You could tell his emotions. He was definitely irritated. So I said, hey, why did you? He was talking about Discord. I thought he was talking about a Creek Squad Discord. So I said, hey, did you get kicked out of the Discord? Or why are you, what Discord? I no, that's what I said. I said, what Discord? He said, my Discord. I said, are you not in the Creek Squad Discord anymore? He said, no. I said, why? He said, I got kicked out. I said, why? I don't know. It's a mystery. Nobody told me. They just kicked me out. Now I have read what was said in a chat from the Discord. You know what I'm saying? I with my own eyes. Him, her, him, her, him, her, all the way down. So I just asked straight up. I didn't say anything, and I still ain't said anything about what it's about. Y'all obviously know. You know what I mean? So I just asked a couple questions, and this dude lost it. He's freaking out. Why you accuse me? I didn't accuse him of anything. I just asked him why he got kicked out. That was it. Hey, PVG, what's good? I appreciate you, PVG. Shout out to PVG. Who's all over Insanity Reacts? But yeah, no, he I don't know, man. You're right. Something's definitely off. What is off? I don't know. And to be honest with you, I don't really want to find out. Yeah, he is. But I don't know. If y'all, the people that are in here, if there is any country rap, you have to stay in the country rap genre. And you know where the artist, say Jack Gaspard. Jack Gaspard is, I think he's in Louisiana. I'm pretty sure. That's why he wears the Saints jersey. Let me know where these artists are and what region they're in, and I'll try to get them on one of these episodes or one of these, I guess you call it an episode, editions. Yeah, promote Peyton's link. Go check out Peyton. It's not his name. His name's Payday. Little Payday. Little Payday 69. I wish you would change the back of his. I wish you'd change his number. Yeah, I don't know. I want to send y'all off with, I'm going to do two of them, I think. Let me do Cool and Luke's first. I'm going to do Cool and Luke's first. I'm not going to share everybody's. I'll bounce them around. I'll bounce them around a little bit. I'm going to share Paydays right now. It's a little Paydays 16 bar challenge. My dog's coming up, man. Y'all watch out. Little Payday is going to come up and blow y'all out the water. Let's go.
They hate to see these country boys win. They messed up when they let our asses in. Man, you know me, ain't stressing about no hoes. If you're on the property, I'll let this thing blow, yeah. I threw my phone, it hit the windshield, messed it up with one blow. I don't know what 16 bars is, I'm rapping till the beat ends. Don't drive down my road, boy, you getting stuck on the dead end. This ain't gonna be my best song, I wrote it in 5 minutes. Give me a beat, I'ma kill it. Give me 1 or 2 minutes in this rap shit, I think that I'm the lieutenant. I may have $1 bills, but I'm still counting my digits. I'm 12 years old, tote the pole, ice cold like North Pole. They say that I can't rap, you better watch this. Spinning bars like no other, can't nobody ever top this. Killing the game, and some Walmart shoes and a Dollar General cut off. Few family members that I had to go and cut off. A few family members that I had to go and cut off. Payday. Mm. Ha.
Yo, that's my favorite one. I ain't gonna lie. I wish Payday would have used Captain's Cartel, and I wish he would have at the end right there when the beat stops. I wish he would have shouted his channel out, shouted himself out. I guess he did. He said Payday. Yeah, he's 12. He's 12. It's a 12-year-old spitting bars. I wish y'all would support him so hard to just push him into a whole other realm. Like this kid works. All he needs is somebody to get up underneath him. It's like a bird that's flying that needs open air. He needs wind. He gets some wind and he's catch him later. And another thing is Insanity. I did see that you shared some sort of 16 bar challenge, but it was in a short form. It wasn't, and I can't find it now. I cannot find it. Little Payday's got a song called They Ain't Ready. Yeah, go check him out. I ain't gonna stream his songs because I want y'all to go stream them. But he's got a song, They Ain't Ready, which they ain't. Let's go back. You see that premium now, huh? YouTube premium. Look, I'm even spending money to help the cause. I want to share this one. 30. Hey.
Mention hits and I'm on it. Hit you so hard you permanent yawning. Lockjaw shit get you pissing and groaning. My neighbors hate me cause I piss on the lawn and I'm all in the open. Gripping the cold, stroking the stogie, grabbing the wheel. The Captain's Cartel swells in the ocean. They getting seasick from all of this motion. You cannot see shit, my blinders is open. They get a station, they just get a notion. These rappers soft, applying the lotion. My shit hit hard, they praying and hoping. I slow down, need a helmet for coasting. Walking to the light, your day's almost over. I hit the ground, kicked out, crossing over. Woke up in the yard, totally sober. Jumped on this beat, give me 3130. That's the whole thing. I'm cracking one early, packing it pretty, fresh out the grind, smoking like curly. Poke KFC on the stumping is burning. Y'all is so curly, splitting it up like a devils is permanent. Can I reverse it? Go play in the firmament. People get mad, cause they never heard of me. Stacking it up big, I'm serving it. This ain't like Jason, that big country breakfast. Hash brown sauce is bacon in 2 eggs, making me do this. Show up like new shit, steaming on your shoe. Rugged and ruthless, busy with flesh, lazy and crazy. I forgot to mention my side of gravy. I'm grape jelly on a biscuit, baby.
Hey, Southern Prospect. Yeah. That's what I'd have used that inside of the beat for. I'd have shouted out, yo, it's Southern Prospect. Eat my grape jelly on my biscuits. Something. But no, man, you got to remember, like I said, everybody other than Cool Hand Luke and Jack Gaspard. So the only two. So he's really young and new at this. I think this dude, Living Lake Time, possibly is an artist, but I don't know enough about him. And these two, I'm pretty sure. I know Southern Prospect's new and upcoming. This dude, I don't think he's ever done anything other than, in the streets hanging with homies. And I'm not sure about this person, but I do know that Jack Gaspard, the one that I posted, he won the last 16 bar challenge from Country Rap Report. I'm going to share this one. I'm going to share Jack's. I'm going to get out of here. Square and Luke.
They say that I got the sound that everybody wanna hear. Yeah, they try to keep me out, but I'm still vibing up in here. Used to go out robbing Bubba, I was trying to chase a meal. I ain't never stopping Bubba, yeah, I'm locked in like a deal. Yeah, we on top. Tell me how you really feel. Crack a rapper talking, make sure the body bag is sealed. Oh, damn, I'm vibing on these crackers, yeah, I'm riding on these bastards, man, these rappers do not matter. Chewing on tobacco, Bubba spitting out these rhymes. Real country boy, Bubba, one of a kind. All these rappers, they a lie, I don't even know I try. Cool and Luke, that's my name, they know that I am that guy. Man, my flow never slows, 33s on the road, tell that boy to hush. Treat you like a little hoe, big boy shit. Something you won't never know. Hit me up on IG, Bubba, if you wanna show. Yeah, you know I'm hanging out with the Captain Cartel.
Yeah.
16 bar challenge.
Yes, sir.
Had to make it happen real fast. Redneck Mob, Cool and Luke.
Hey, can I tell you something? I thought for sure he was gonna say I had to make it happen for the captain, but it is what it is. Listen right here. I hope he did.
Real fast. Redneck Mob, Cool and Luke.
Oh, it's further.
Bar challenge. I had to make it happen real fast. Redneck Mob, Cool and Luke.
But no, Cool and Luke's was good. I like how Cool and Luke executed this part of it right here. Watch the execution that Jack does for the beat. Watch how he takes every opportunity to speak, flow, speak.
30, 30, 30.
I'm doing this shit for Captain Kirk. I done clocked in, then I got back to work. Killed the beat and put the track in dirt. Then I went to the funeral and I jacked the hearse. I rap it first and jaws drop. Where I'm from, we don't call cops. Jack had metaphors back before these rappers balls drop. At 13, I had 16s like I was 32. And they pissed cause I don't miss. It's like when Steph Curry shoot. And yes, I'm in a hurry, dude. I'm chasing the bag. Going Walter White on this mic. I've been breaking them bad. It's making them mad. Cause I just keep winning, but I've been sick from the beginning. I spit in their head, spinning lead, hitting on this paper like bullets to bones. Because my pencil is a weapon. If I pull it, it's on. I'm a cold crook with this notebook, and a soul took when this flow cooked. My phone shook, and these hoes look when I hit a 3-point with no look. Woo! I'm a bad cracker, and shout to Captain Kirk, and shout out all the reactors. It's love.
Let's go.
Jack Gaspar. Big shout out to all the reactors out there pushing this genre forward, man. Much love to all of y'all. Show me love, you gonna get it shown back. That's all, folks.
That's the greatest way he could have ended that, because that's what it's about right there. Show love, get love. That is live by that, man. Don't expect anybody to scratch your back if you can't scratch theirs, man. Straight up. And shout out to Jack Gaspar. All 47 of y'all need to go right on over to his channel in a couple minutes when I end this and subscribe to his channel. He's only got like 200 and something subs. And that dude kills it every time, man. He's got some phenomenal music. And when I get to Louisiana, I'm going to put a lot of his music into that mixtape. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. You know, if you ever get afraid to do something, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't look back. Do your research, do your homework. Make sure you know what you're doing going into it. And just know that sometimes people aren't going to agree with what you're doing, or they're not going to like what you're doing. As long as you're happy with what you're doing and you find peace and know that you're not harming anybody by doing what you're doing or hindering anybody from doing what they need to do, keep going, man. Don't worry about what else other people say. Mods, I appreciate you. Chat, I appreciate you. Much love, y'all. Have a good night. And remember, be nice to one another.